4 Creepy True Boardwalk Horror Stories. 1. The Shadow on the Pier. It was a breezy summer evening in Atlantic City when Brian and his friends decided to take a stroll down the boardwalk. The sun had just set, and the lights from the carnival rides flickered against the darkening sky. The boardwalk was alive with the sound of laughter, seagulls, and crashing waves. As the group walked, Brian noticed something odd near an old, abandoned pier that jutted into the water. A shadowy figure stood at the end, motionless. At first, he thought it was a mannequin or a prank, but then it moved slowly, deliberately. The figure seemed to be watching them. Curiosity got the better of Brian, and he decided to walk closer despite his friends' warnings. As he stepped onto the pier, a sudden gust of wind roared, nearly knocking him off balance. When he looked up, the shadowy figure was gone. But the air felt thick, heavy, like something unseen was pressing against him. That night, Brian did some digging and discovered a disturbing history. Years ago, a man had gone missing from that very pier. His body was never found, but local legends spoke of his restless spirit lingering at the boardwalk, forever watching, forever waiting. 2. The Whispering Carousel. Coney Island's boardwalk has seen its fair share of eerie occurrences, but none as unsettling as what happened to Olivia one fateful evening. She was enjoying the boardwalk with her boyfriend, eating cotton candy and listening to the waves, when she heard a voice. It was faint at first, a whisper calling her name. She turned, expecting to see someone behind her, but the boardwalk was packed, and no one was looking at her. The whisper grew louder as she approached an old, out-of-service carousel. The ride had been shut down for years after a freak accident where a child had fallen off one of the wooden horses and broken his neck. People said his ghost still haunted the ride. As Olivia stepped closer, the carousel suddenly groaned to life. The lights flickered and the horses began to move ever so slightly, as if nudged by an invisible hand. Then, she heard it again, her name, spoken right into her ear. Terrified, she ran back to her boyfriend. When she turned to look one last time, the carousel was still and dark, as if it had never moved at all. 3. The Vanishing Girl. One of the most chilling legends from the Santa Monica Pier is that of the Vanishing Girl. Tourists and locals alike have reported seeing a young girl in a white dress wandering the boardwalk alone. She appears lost, confused, and sometimes asks people for help finding her mother. Jason, a college student visiting from out of town, encountered the girl one evening. She was standing near the edge of the pier, looking out at the ocean. When Jason approached and asked if she was okay, she turned to him with wide, tear-filled eyes and whispered, "Have you seen my mommy?" Feeling concerned, he asked for her name and where she had last seen her mother. But as soon as he blinked, she was gone, vanished into thin air. There was nowhere she could have gone so quickly. Shaken, Jason later learned the story behind the girl. Decades ago, a young girl had gone missing on the pier while visiting with her mother. Despite an extensive search, she was never found. To this day, people still see her wandering the boardwalk, forever searching, forever lost. 4. The Man Beneath the Boardwalk. The Ocean City Boardwalk in Maryland is a favorite summer destination, but at night, it hides a dark secret. Locals tell tales of a man who lurks beneath the wooden planks, watching, waiting. Emma and her friends had heard the rumors but never believed them until one night when they were walking home from a late-night bonfire. As they passed a quiet section of the boardwalk, Emma heard a faint rustling sound from beneath the planks. She stopped, crouched down, and peered between the cracks. She saw eyes staring back at her. Frozen in fear, she couldn't move. The eyes blinked once, then disappeared into the darkness. Suddenly, there was a loud scraping noise, like someone shifting beneath them. Emma screamed, and her friends yanked her away, running as fast as they could. The next day, she found an old newspaper article about a drifter who had once lived beneath the boardwalk years ago. He had been accused of stalking and assaulting multiple people but had disappeared before the police could catch him. Some say he never really left. Boardwalks may be places of joy, laughter, and nostalgia during the day, but when the sun sets, the shadows come alive with secrets from the past. The next time you find yourself strolling along a deserted pier, take a moment to listen because you never know who, or what, might be watching.